Yo, Adrian,
Yep,
you on your phone right now?
I am.
Why are you on your phone?
Because I'm downloading one of the most epic games of all time.
I told you, the My Little Pony game's not that great.
Hey, man. It's going to get there someday.
The John Cena soundboard's not that great. No, so we're going to talk about Dr. Mario World for the mobile right now. That's a game I've been playing a lot. Well, I was playing a lot. Let's just say that for now. And you said you were super excited for it.
I am super excited for it.
You're going to download it, and you're even going to tell...
downloaded.
Oh, my God.
It's right there on my phone. Might even start playing it while we're talking about it.
Okay. Do you... I have issues with it. So Dr. Mario World's not that different from, like, if you know Dr. Mario. The only difference is that it's turned upside down. This is for viewers who have not seen it or don't know about it. And so instead of Tetris going down Tetris style, you're letting them kind of float up. There are a bunch of decent mechanics. It's like a puzzle game. You know, it's one of those like, hey, I just want one real quick. And so you're going to hold. You can speed things up. You can hold and try move stuff into like hard to reach places. So if you have like a block and there's like one space there.
Or question about that.
What's up?
Why did they change the direction to Galaga style instead of keeping it Tetris style? Is that to discern the difference between Tetris? Because it...
No, I feel like it works better for the phone.
Is it going up?
Yeah, because you're going to touch
at the bottom.
Yeah, and to swipe down, you're swiping up, and you're...
It's a good point.
And the other thing is, so let's say you have two blues, and then you get a red-blue pill, right?
Yep.
So you can definitely put that on the side, and then the red will start floating up by itself. You can tap that and put it into hard reach locations. Oh. The issue is you can't go back. Not really an issue, that's more like how the puzzle is. So if you have like a square and there's an opening, a square of viruses, and there's an opening for like a green, and you can probably cut it there.
Cut it there and put it up.
You can, if you can separate that small single green cell, you can just move it and it'll force it into that space, clear it out. And certain viruses will have different effects. So
that's cool mechanics. That's cool so far.
You'll have viruses in balloons and or bubbles, and the bubbles will rise up if you pop any above it. So it'll rise up to the top of the screen. You also have ones in like ice boxes, and those you'll have to basically clear twice because it's the first to defrost the ice. And
so this is like a real revamp of the game. It's not just like a updated relaunch.
They added quite a bit of stuff and mechanics and stuff like that. You also have shells that have the different colors. Yes, there is yellow now that I remember. Well, because there's also like special. So I'll get to it in a moment, which is that there's other areas of the game, like side challenge paths that you can take.
Yeah. And
those have different colors. They're like green and purple and stuff like that. Oh. Viruses. But they all are basically the same mechanic. So shells, if you can line up like 3 of the same color shell, the shell will clear the whole row. Going from the front to the back. And then you also have your doctor will have a special effect they can do. If you pop enough stuff or clear enough lines, they get points, and then you can do their special ability, which will help clear the screen in some way.
Well, that's a good move on their part to like update the game instead of just here's Dr. Mario again all over again.
For the first 10 stages, you will have Dr. Mario as your character, and that's basically the tutorial for the first 10 levels. There are a couple more after. It feels a little Final Fantasy 13 where they won't stop telling you stuff for a while. But
this is how you play.
Yeah, this is this mechanic. This is this one. And there's others where I'm like, oh, I've already learned this, you know. And there are some where I'm like, oh, I did not know this. Like, I did not know that I could just take one and move it and force it.
And cut it in half.
Yeah. Well, because you can, like, even if you move it, you can jump over other viruses to, like, put it in there.
Oh, so like, you completely move it. You just can't move it backwards after you move it forward.
You can move it forward almost anywhere as long as it fits. That's the key there.
That's what...
Yeah, and there's also blocks, like, to bust the blocks, you know. Viruses can be hidden in blocks, and you have to actually make a combo, buy the block, and bust it open. Sometimes it's not just, oh, clear all these viruses. It's find the coins, which are usually in these blocks.
So they also updated it to compete with all the other, the new types of games that are like that, like Candy Crush and...
A little bit.
Just to not give you the same old stuff it used to be.
Mm-hmm. So you'll have the boxes, and then some of them will be the viruses, and others will be... the coins that you need to try to find. And you have a certain amount of hearts that you have that you can use to basically, as long as you don't fail a level, you can use them to go forward or retry. And I hear you going, which means you know where this is about to go.
I do.
This one has microtransactions.
I'm about to delete this bitch.
Yep, this has So here's the thing that's the problem for me, okay? So it's pretty... I don't want to say pretty bad. It might be kind of predatory microtransaction. I'll let you decide once I'm done explaining.
They usually are.
Okay? So for the first 10 stages, you'll have Dr. Mario.
Yep.
And you'll understand how his thing works. He'll clear a row if you use his power, right? At some point, at 10, you see Dr. Mario's there and he's like, oh, I'm going to defeat more of the viruses. And then, but like, the Koopa Kingdom is also sick and also is Bowser's minions. So both Peach and Bowser all of a sudden have their medical degree and just like, oh, well, time to suit up. So now you get to choose one of them as the character, as your main. And each of them have a different ability. So Mario can clear a line, Peach can clear a column, and Bowser can clear two rows. You know, so I chose Bowser.
That's cool.
And
they just forgot about Luigi again.
No, they didn't.
He's gonna be in there.
He's in there.
He is in there.
He is in there.
I mean, as a playable doctor.
He's in there.
Oh.
Here's the issue. That's part of the microtransactions.
Oh my god.
And it's worse. So to get, there is coins, which you can use to get power-ups and stuff like that. But there's also diamonds, which is their microtransaction currency that costs like 5 for 20.
You know what?
Now, here's... hold up. There's more. There's more, because this is going to get worse. So you not only you'll have a doctor, you'll also have an assistant. So it's usually a minion like the Goombas or the Koopa Troopas or something, and they affect it. Like Goombas will be like, oh, you get a plus 1% to your score at the end. And one of the others is like, oh, you do 1.5 for time limit on something you get.
So it's even effective gameplay microtransaction. No,
because these assistants, you'll get the first one for free.
No, I mean, it goes to gameplay, but you want the score multipliers and all that stuff, you're going to have to pay for them.
No, because you'll still do pretty well. Like each stage, you can get 3 stars, just depending on how fast you're able to take care of it, how fast you can clear the stage, and how few of your pills you can use. And then you get 3 stars. There are stuff that does make it easier, so you can use something that like knocks out a block or something that powers up your special effect even higher.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
those about. Yes, but the actual like assistants, theirs honestly is negligible, I found. But here's the thing, to get a new doctor, because you can get a new doctor, you can also get a new assistant. It's via the same way. You go to Toad, who has the applications, and then for 20 diamonds or however much, it's basically $5.
Yep.
You can go in and collect.
There's no way to get them through gameplay.
No, you can. It's like 4,000 coins. You only get like a few coins, 100 coins per stage.
That's their, hey man, we didn't say you couldn't get them if you played a lot.
You can play.
You can buy them.
You can buy them.
You can play.
You'll get like 100 or 200 coins. No, it gets worse. You don't get to choose the doctor that you get. It's random. I got the one I wanted. I got the one I wanted, which was Bowser Jr. as a doctor, which is amazing because he looks like he's playing dress up. It is as cute as you think it is with Bowser Jr. as a doctor. Like, you're not a real doctor. You're just watching Paw Patrol.
You know what's crazy about that?
But, no.
Let me just say
no,
that.
No, hold on.
Have to.
Here's what.
People flip out so hard about other companies doing loot box mechanics and microtransactions to this level. But Nintendo is blatantly doing it, and this isn't the first game they've done this on the cell phone, and it's like nobody cares.
No one does. And it gets worse, right? So not only is that the same door for doctors, it's also the same one for assistants. And you can stack. You can get another Goomba assistant. It will make that Goomba a level 2, and so now it's like a 0.2% score increase and stuff like that.
And people are just.
And I'm pretty sure you could get the same doctor now or something. I'm not too sure on that because I haven't. Because after
that's crazy. I'm still gonna play it.
I got like Dr. Bowser Jr. right, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I can. And then I got the assistant, which was like another assistant that I already had, which was what's the one, the giant fish with spikes?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The giant purple fish or something like that. I got that one, and then I got it again, and I was like, I'm not a fan of this at all. Because it's basically...
You got it again?
Because, yeah, you can get the same assistance. Like, that's what I'm saying. You can get everything... I'm not sure about doctors because I haven't like gotten Bowser or Bowser Jr. again. But
you don't know
the
if you
assistants,
can yet.
I don't know if I can. I'm not gonna play. I haven't played enough to find out. But assistants, I got the same assistant again, and so that just made the assistant I had now a more powerful one.
Wow,
it's kind of it. One of my friends said it was gachapon mechanics, but yeah,
it's
But like, imagine if you were spending money, the $5 on that, and then you got the same thing, and you're like, And I'm like, I really just want, because I hear like Dr. Daisy is coming later, you know?
That's what I was trying to explain to people about how loot box mechanics works, and people get like extremely outraged about it. But I was like, it works like how you say your friend, like gachapon mechanics. I put my coin in the machine because I want one of the things on the front, and I have the chance of getting the same thing over and over again. But I'm going to get something when I spent money, even if it's the same thing over and over again. And that's where I was like, that's how loot boxes run. It's not gambling. If you think about it, you still get something in return. I guess that works for people. But the other side of it, I'm just like, man, that's a lot of transactioning going on. And I get the cell phone gaming world. That's how it rolls. Because I'm just glad it doesn't do, unless I say this and you're like, well, there's another point. Some of the games make you can play and then you have a certain time and then you have to pay if you want more lives, or you could wait till tomorrow to get more.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my god!
So you have 5.
Jesus Christ, man! What?
Yeah, so you have 5 lives, right? And if at any point you have to retry the stage, or there is also, if I'm not mistaken, a time limit on some stages, or there's an artificial time limit, which is your pills. So you only have a set amount of pills you can use in a stage. If you ever run out of those pills, you've lost the level. And in order to retry it, it takes a heart. So you have 5 hearts. Once you're all out of those hearts, you can either wait a couple minutes, like I think 15 minutes, to get more hearts and the phone will notify you. Or you can buy more hearts. I was so wondering what you were going to say. I'm so happy it is that.
I was like, unless you say it's going to happen, if I say, what the? All right, I downloaded it.
So, do you think
and that's playing upon the addictive quality of the game, too, because I have a bunch of friends who play games like that, and they'll be like, oh, man, they just gave me extra lives right now, so I got to play, because I'm about to run out.
If you suck enough, they will give you a small thing to try to help you, too.
See? Yeah.
Like, they're like,
because I have hearts, it's like, hey, man, you can pay us $5 right now to get an extra one, or you can wait till tomorrow.
So yeah,
get 5 extra new ones.
Here's the thing, like you'll also have like secret paths, right? Not secret, like they're paths definitely you can tell, but they're more harder levels and puzzles like that. You're gonna lose your lives quite a bit. I did, unless you're like, if you're great at puzzle games, cool.
You know what?
But I went on the side, right? And they give you the more coins too if you beat them. But it's like, oh, going through, oh, now I have to wait because I don't know how this is and stuff like that.
I should have known. Because, another game that turned out to be kind of cool at first, and then those mechanics started bearing it down.
Which one?
The Super Mario Run.
So I was going to ask you, because 2 things. For first one, which is, now that you hear all of this from me and how this game works, do you feel that it's more predatory or just bad microtransactions?
No, it's predatory. It works. Okay. It runs the same lines as the other games that that do.
Yeah.
It's, I'm gonna get you into the addiction of the game. You're gonna play it, and if you want to keep playing it, at some point you're gonna spend money because you want to play it, and you might complain about it at first, but after a while we're gonna get some money out of you.
Yeah, and then the other one was seeing how this is going, right? So Pokemon Go was not developed by Nintendo, or It was Niantic and another developer, or in the Pokemon Company, which is run by Nintendo, but that game is different. I hear a lot of people still play that. Yeah, because it's like not predatory in that way.
No,
And
well, that's
so-
the crazy thing with the Nintendo.
So, yeah,
is
hold
all their
that-
cell phone games.
Hold
so
Pokemon Go
far-
to the side because that's like the better one. I mean, it's not as good as Wizard's game, but you can put that to the side.
But it was Niantic. It was
But,
exactly most
yeah.
of Nintendo's cell phone games have all been like this.
Yeah, with Dr. Mario World now and how I'm telling you this is going to be, and you're going to play, and then tomorrow or like 2 days later, I'm going to hear like, God, you were all right about this. What do you think like this says for the future Nintendo games? Because there are a couple other Nintendo games that are coming out soon for mobile. I hear there's a Mario Kart one coming out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was excited about Mario Kart coming out
Mm-hmm.
on the cell phone. I was super excited about Mario Kart. But this sounds like Mario Kart's going to go in that direction too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to play like a couple races and it's going to be like, hey man, you played like 5 of the Grand Prix. Do you want to purchase for some more tracks? Or do you want to wait till 15 minutes and let you back on there? Hey, we just got a new character. It's
I
going to
feel like
be
you're not even
200
going to
diamonds.
get like, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, what are these diamonds? Well, glad you asked. You can go into the system and 200 diamonds roughly translates to $20. That's then I'm like,
You know, one I haven't played again was Animal Crossing
well,
Pocket
people
Camp.
are going to play it and people are going to buy stuff on there. And I can see how it works because you make a lot of money off of doing free to play that way.
Like, don't get me wrong, the puzzles are good. Also, yeah, I haven't played Pocket Camp for a while. I remember that was one of the better ones, but I can't remember. There were still a few that it had in there, but not nearly as much as this. But the puzzles are fun. Like, I was able to get through quite a bit before I was like, okay, like it was really the challenge one that made me go, all right, I gotta put this down, you know? And then sometimes I would have a bad run, and I'd just be like, okay, I'm gonna retry, and then I was out of lives.
It's
Because
crazy
you
there's
know when
better
you're like
ways
gonna
to
have
do
to be
mechanics
bad.
like this. Like I used to have the Fire Emblem game on my
Oh, Heroes?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you could just like you could play if you wanted new characters, you can earn like the emeralds and stuff to use to get like the new cards of characters in the game, or you could pay money if you wanted to, and not be forced to play something if you wanted to continue playing things.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a while since I played it again because I'm just like, I see it and I'm like, I don't have Dr. Yoshi, but to get Dr. Yoshi would take a while. Yeah, to
You're
get
like,
Dr. Yoshi would
I
take a
want
while.
that certain. It's like the Cracker Jack story. What toy is gonna come in the Cracker Jack box? I don't know, but it's not the one I wanted, so I'm gonna buy another box. And I'm gonna keep buying these boxes until I get the one I
basically
wanted.
the Happy Meal toys of today.
Yes.
Like, especially like the Burger King with the gold bloody Pokemon, thing. It's like, that's what this is right now.
Man.
Oh.
And I guess you really can't fault them for doing stuff, but that's drug dealer mechanics, man.
I mean, it's weird where it's like, I wish it was a better game in some way that like all this doesn't make you feel like, oh,
Yeah. I'm still gonna play it. It's still Dr. Mario. It doesn't fare well for the future of just I would say mindless games on the cell phone. That's why I don't play a lot of them already, because you'll see it on the sponsor page and it's like, yeah, look at this, you can play this game. It's kind of like idle games and stuff, and
like
you can do this and let it play, and then if you wanted to upgrade, and one day you can pay and your character can go from level 1 to 120. And I'm like, what happened to playing the game and let me play the game? And if I want to spend money because I like your game,
this is the reason I like games that have a pro version. Like, if it's like a $5 pro version, I will buy that if I really like your game. It's like, hey, by the way, we have these ads, and we know you don't like them, and you want more. Here's the pro version. You won't get any.
You won't get any more ads, and you'll get access to the stuff. Cool.
Yeah, it's like one-time payment. You're done. And it's like, okay, I'm down for that. But I feel like microtransaction does, like, all these predatory ones do make more money.
Especially the ones with the drip system.
Like, yeah.
You got 5 lives. Oh, look at that. You beat 5 stages. Oh, man, you didn't beat the stage. You just lost. We can give you 1 star for half price so you can beat the stage. Cool. Oh, man, now you're out of stars. So now you can wait 15 minutes or you can play tomorrow.
I haven't seen like that, but they do just give you an item like, oh, here's a pill that you can use to power yourself up. It's like, okay. You can buy those too. Like, all power-ups, everything is like you can buy.
Yeah, it's a system that Candy Crush ruled out with when they first launched on the scene. And, I mean, I guess you learn from that. That's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. That's Dr. Mario World. Da-da-da. PBS and that one.